regarding this, how the goldsmith remove the stain little by little. In Dhammapada, we have that stanza, Anupubbena me dhavi thoka thokam kane kane kammaro rajataseva nidame malamattano. In this verse also, kammaro rajataseva nidame malamattano is the same. But beforehand, two stanzas, kang so sikkang samadaya ekodi nepako sato kammaro rajaseva nidame malamattano. It says, translation goes, with the balanced mind, person with the mindfulness and the clear comprehension, whatever the precept he is taking, he is blacksmith, goldsmith, remove the stain little by little, each and every moment. He is purifying. Toka tokang kane kane. That means we monks, meditators, should not leave single thought moment unmindful. Each and every thoughtful moment is moment by moment. Each and every moment, there are no chances for external defilements to come and harbor on our mind. So therefore, we are kind of a purification. On top of that, as the kuti number 12, when Buddha Rakita mentioned, when the anger happens, we become angry about anger. Then you are no more mindful, you are carried away by taken for a ride. But you can't love anger also. But that's the way the evolution trained us. Our parents teach us, anger means something, you have to take action. But leave aside that. What about the loving kindness? It's the same like anger. Same like anger. But the Buddhists, they are very happy to talk about the loving kindness. Loving kindness is a perverted form of anger. You have too much of loving kindness means you are, before the symptoms happen, before the disease happens, they are preparing loving kindness. Loving kindness means simple absence of anger. Avero homi in Pali. Avero homi. There is no loving kindness as such, as far as you are not making angry or tolerance or react with the others, you are in loving kindness. So in Theravada, that is utterly misunderstood. So therefore, from the beginning, I try to not to develop loving kindness and compassion. Because it's the good part against the hatred and the compassion for the others. So that means an invitation to clear comprehension. But today, Buddha Sasana department, temples, all the Buddhists are doing so much of loving kindness things. They are the worst angry lot. Whenever they are going to do good things, if it is going something wrong, they become bloody wild. So you go to the Dana area, wherever may be, they are very short-tempered, very angry. And the monks we can see, they came with lot of generosity, but they have not. But don't have anger, don't have the loving kindness, and you use upekha. It's very difficult to directly go to upekha. But as far as you are hating anger, I tried myself to keep away the loving kindness. One day, Christopher Hampshire, not the Christopher Hampshire, the second person in the present-day middle way, we came to Panditaram. He came with a team, and I have done Vipassana, and I am doing loving kindness at that time. He came and told Bhante, Usado, Pandita, and said, don't teach loving kindness to Westerners. They are completely taken away. They are not doing Vipassana. They are not doing mindfulness, loving kindness, loving. Then Sayadaw told, I am not teaching loving kindness. I am teaching Vipassana. He is again and again telling, Bhante, please, you are the only person teaching Vipassana, don't teach loving kindness. Then the Sayadaw can't express, he asked me to come. I am not a very good disciple of Sayadaw, it's a different issue. But ask Sayadaw, tell him, you came here, you spent 2 years and plus. Now only I am teaching you loving kindness. Tell them, we are teaching Vipassana. Once the Vipassana understood only, you can learn loving kindness. So therefore, ask him to mind his own business. I am not teaching mindfulness. He says West is completely taken away from the wisdom to compassion, anger to loving kindness, and they are talking highly about loving kindness. But they don't know anger also creating mind colored, loving kindness also creating mind colored. Keep it not to get colored. Each and every moment. So one day I give a talk, mother died and she wanted to pass merits. Then after that I told, and after that discussion, and he told, one person told in the discussion, last life, father has killed the son. And the next life, they again born as a father and son, and the other person killed this person without any reason. Because they have anchored, they have the psychological wounds in the past life, and someone revealed it and says they had the hate in the last life, and that is why this life, same person, same couple, did the others. One of the person indicated. Then I told, you and your mother is with such a strong loving love, that also passed the same way. Exactly the same mistake it is doing. But you are not happy. You say your mother must be the next life mother also. Next life daughter also. You don't see. Hatred you are talking about heavily. But the same thing, they were bloody wild. They were bloody wild. They told Bhante, you think that becoming a human life is no good? No, I told no like that. I am telling human life is independent one. Don't have hate or love. Both of them are hooks. But you bloody fellows appreciating loving kindness and hating hate. But if you are an individual, no community, no ethics, both are bias. Both are bias. So therefore, each and every moment, little by little, maintain the mindfulness, as you mentioned, very difficult. It is boring. It's very monotonous. It's very sleepy. It is disheartening. It is not appreciating your egotistic dream making. So each and every moment, is important. So that same stanza appearing here with the change of this thing, Kammaro Raja Seva Niddhame Malamattano. So it's a very common thing in the Dhammapada. Born wise person, removing his stream of consciousness, removing the defilement of the stream of consciousness each and every moment, little by little. Just like the blacksmith or silversmith remove the dirt and the grease within the carvings, putting water, putting into heat, putting into water, putting into heat. So they make the gold and the silver pliable and burning all the organic matters. If you can rub it against the sandpaper, no, then your golden ornament will be out of shape. The way the burning and cooling is happening, you are not disturbing the carvings, but only the dirty part. That means even if it is dirty, no change in the value, only the appearance. Whether it's burning or water, but the dirty part will be getting rid of. So therefore you must not hate. You must love loving kindness. Both of them are good for social life. When you are here and now, both of them are crooked. Both of them they have a curvature and self-center is there. Upekha means straightforward. Your self-center is at the infinitum. Your direction is to infinitum. No love, no hate. But the Buddhism can't accept it. Buddha Dhamma accepting it, this is an example. Venerable Sariputta is expressing it in such a way, so therefore as far as you are living in a Buddhist organization, Buddhist institute, you are always biased for loving kindness. You are hating hate. And after the World Trade Center bombing, the Mind and Life organization had the symposium. They recognized 7 destructive emotions. One thing is hate. Daniel Turman wrote about the book. I got a copy. At the beginning he says, I will never hate ever. That's a learning, that's a lecture, that's a experiment, it's a knowledge. And to learn hate, not when you are doing loving kindness, not when no hate. When the hate is under your very nose, be aware it is hate. It is not love. It is not equanimity. It is not any other thing. Hate is hate. For that you must have facing, just to face. But you can't face whole chunk. You have to do little by little, thought by thought. So this is a very long, this thing. The discipline, the Buddha explained, not in the moral discipline, not in the concentration discipline. This is what you call wisdom discipline. Let them happen, just face it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to get the other way. Instead of dosa, don't try to have loving kindness. That means you are avoiding the dosa. Let the dosa happen as much as possible. Definitely you will get defeated. But one day you can understand, if you go with prepared mind for dosa, hatred, you can be prepared. Day by day your tolerance level will be uplifted. So at the beginning you avoid the dosa people, avoid the dosa circumstances, hate, and whenever possible you are going to meet up with. And ultimately you can see, even they happening, the infliction of dosa will be reduced. So before I go to Burma, I was fighting with the people and arguing and kind of thing. When I go to Burma, and 4 years almost I went there, and people invited me to come back to Nissaranavanaya because this place is ruining. Then I determined I will never fight with anyone hereafter. I came with that determination. But my fight started with Venerable Arya Dhamma, my preceptor. I had a case. I told blah, 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 blah. He can't hate me. I hated him. Then I thought, what a fool I am. I would have been in the Burma. I would have been minding my own business. But in the Panditaram also I had reason to be hate. But it is not my place. But when I come here, when someone is playing fool, I get angry. Then I told, that is what I determined before coming to the Sri Lankan land. But it is happening. So I feel ashamed. But can't help, that motivation is so strong. Such a motivation, I am fighting vehemently. Many people told, Bhante, this is not your nature. Someone would have provoking you. Then I told, I am not a baby to provoke. This is my own hate. I came here determined not to have. But I am happening with my best friend. He is the person gave me the letter to go to Burma. He is the person appointed me as the competent authority here. He is the first person read the Kammavacha in the Upasampada. So therefore it is not so simple. It is very bitter. But you have to undergo. There is no other way. You can't balm it off by the compassion. You can't balm it off with the loving kindness. He is doing that. He is doing loving kindness to me. I can't. I know I am hate. I came here not to hate, but I am with hate. That I thought it will be a bad example, but a good lesson for me. But I can't prescribe it for you. Very difficult. Loving kindness, easily I can prescribe, but I know it is more worse than hate. Hate is immediate effect. Loving kindness has a far-reaching results. Infliction, very difficult to get rid of. That's why the monks the teachers are very unhappy when the disciples are getting disrobed. Because they have made so much of effort to bring it up. Ultimately he says, you are not my teacher, I am going, bye-bye, tata. Not my mother died, not my father died, but my colleague or my co-practitioner is died. So this is how it happens. So it is not hate, but it is also a hate. It's a kind of a hate. So therefore, we are the people facing directly, and Venerable Sariputta is a very good example. Many people are telling Venerable Sariputta is a very good example for compassion. But here you can see how sharp, how meticulous, and how straightforward, short to the point. And that is why the Buddha is asking, what is your discipline? What is your how do you call, restraint. Short to the point, that's all I would like to share with you all.